This is Bay Radio.
It's Thursday afternoon. This is Dougie Macker at Bay Radio. Hope you're good. And we have got a couple of guests in the studio today. And I'm going to be chatting to Rocky and his mum. You might have seen, if you regularly look at our Facebook page, you might have heard all about this story. Now, it's basically about social media and how anti-social it can be, and actually downright nasty. So I'm going to have a chat with Rocky first. Hi, Rocky.
Hello.
And how are you feeling now?
I'm more happy that everyone's knowing to not do this stuff.
Right. Well, let's explain a little bit about it. Now, what happened was, now you were on social media, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody managed to get into your account, was it? Or I'll tell you what, the best thing to do is if you explain exactly what happened.
Okay, so I was on Instagram and somebody messaged me saying I was like good and he liked my music. And then he said, "Oh, you're cool." And then I sent him a picture because he said, "What do you look like?" So then after that, he said, "Here, do you want to play this game?" So I was confused and I said, "I don't know." And then I just put some question marks. So when I hit the question marks, he sent me a link and said, "Here's what you have to do. There's a spreadsheet." And then I clicked on it and then I said, "There's nothing there, question mark." And he sent back a spreadsheet of my details. So he sent me like...
So is it something you clicked that would have forwarded your details on? He managed to capture your details, everything about you that was on your computer.
Yeah.
So you managed to... So you clicked a link, basically, yeah?
Yeah, it was an NHS, UK link.
Oh, very clever. Very sly. Very sly. So, because if you see an NHS link, likelihood is you'll trust it and think, well, it's okay.
Because it's a secure website.
But it wasn't okay, was it?
No.
So what is this game he wanted you to play?
He wanted me to play the Blue Whale Challenge.
Now, this has been going around for a while, hasn't it? It went away and it seems to have come back again.
I never knew.
Right, okay.
Never
Tell us about the Blue Whale Challenge.
So it's a 50-day challenge and at the end they tell you to kill yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Could you go through it in what actually happened with you? And he got you to... What did he get you to do, this guy?
He told me to cut my arm.
Right, and did you do that?
Well, no. He said there was going to be nasty consequences with my family.
Wow.
Such as my mum.
Okay.
So I done this one first.
Right.
Which is some small ones. There was nothing there. And then he told me to go deeper. Or else he was going to kill my mum.
And that's what he said. He threatened to kill your mum if you didn't cut yourself, basically. Mm-hmm. What sort of a person does that? Wow. Right. This is unbelievable. Victoria, Mum.
Hi, thank you for having us.
That's absolutely fun. Tell me, what do you make of all this, and how did it make you feel?
Yeah, basically it's 1 week that this happened. I woke him up on Thursday morning. I opened the bedroom door and it was like a reptile house. All the windows were closed, the shutters were closed, the fan and normally everything's opened and the fan's going. And I was like, oh my God, why is everything closed? And when I wakened him up, it was beach day, we were going to the beach, and I just seen it in his arms. I said, oh my God, what's happened to your arms? And he was like, nothing, like hiding, but he was like, it looked like he'd saw a ghost. He was awake like that. And I continued to say, I know my son, and I know that my son is no self-harming for any problems that he might, be having or, anything. So I was like, but he listens to like this like rap music, and I thought he's been influenced by that music, So I was like, that's it, that's the end of that music, and I gave him a hard time. I bashed myself up for how much a hard time that I gave him. Anyway, they had a haircut, him and my fiancé had a haircut booked, so off they went. And they came back, and we went to the beach. And I looked round, he was sound asleep in the sun lounger. I'd only woke him up 45 minutes for the haircut to the beach, because he'd been awake till 4 o'clock in the morning, terrified that these people were coming.
Yeah. So this person said they were coming to get you, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to get your mum, and quite convincingly as well. Tell me more about the conversation.
Oh, well, basically he knew literally everything about me. He knew my full name, my address, my school, my mum's name. He also knew, like, the personal address, like, word by word, and my IP address, the internet services. He knew that I was with a certain telecommunication on my phone.
Mhm.
He knew, like, what services I had and everything about me, like, Dragonet and my internet. So, yeah,
I think that's
got
what
me.
terrified him the most. I personally don't, well, I don't know, because I never thought this would ever happen in a million years, but I don't think that would have happened if it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was at midnight.
Right.
And I think if it was 5 o'clock, he would have came downstairs and says, look at this guy, you know, he's asking me to do this. And I don't think he would have, I think it was the terror, you know, I was asleep. And I think it was the terror of the night time, and they were, when he told him to cut his arms, what he explained, he cut small little scratches, let's say, and he sent the picture, and they said that wasn't good enough.
Wow.
And they told him to look because he's got his address and he doesn't want him to come and hurt his mum. That's when he done the other side.
Or I was going to kill my mum.
Yeah.
And how did
But-
that make you feel?
Very scared.
Yeah, I'll bet.
He was crying till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was very sore
Mm.
after doing it. And I kept on looking down, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. Just by the seconds go by, and then I kept on looking out the shutter, closing it.
He unblocked him from blocking him because he was scared that he was replying, saying he
Right.
was coming, and he never knew because he'd blocked it.
Right. Yeah, because I remember reading that about that. You blocked the guy thinking, right, that's it. I'm having no more of this.
Yeah.
But then you were worried that you couldn't communicate with him, and if he was
Yeah,
threatening
come-
to.
So I checked to see if I was getting any messages, and I never got anything, so I blocked him again and just
Right.
left him blocked.
So there were no more messages.
Nope.
Okay. So okay. Right. So what do we do from here?
Well, we just got to spread it everywhere we possibly can,
Mhm.
and get everyone's parents to tell their kids to, like, not click on links, or just to show them and then instantly block them, or show the police, or just anyone you can,
Yeah. Tell your
and
family.
spread the awareness. Tell your family, tell your grandparents, tell the taxi driver, tell everyone.
I think that goes for a lot of people on the internet, especially on social media, and especially when it comes to emails you get.
Yeah,
You get
I've done
junk
it.
emails.
I've done it.
A lot of people have, because I mean, not everyone's tech savvy, and not everyone would be so suspicious. And particularly, as you say, it was an NHS link, or what looked like an NHS link. So you're going to trust that. And there are various ways that these people do this.
And obviously
to convince you.
the kiddies have been out clapping every Thursday night and stuff for the
Absolutely,
corona.
absolutely. That's
So it's quite,
why they chose it.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
But we basically want to, I mean, I'm quite clued up with stuff, and I know the internet and stuff like that. I know that it's dangerous and it's like opened for paedophiles and stuff like that. I didn't personally think my son using Instagram, someone would have messaged him and asked him to cut his wrists. I mean, some people are saying, are you crazy? You must have known it's dangerous. And I'm like, my son, he's a wee poser. He posts pictures of himself. Do you know what I mean? I didn't think he was in danger of someone telling him to slit his wrist. So this is what I want to put across to everybody. You know, you think it's like, and there's no time. It doesn't matter if it's 12 o'clock in the day or 5 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. These people are out there sitting behind a computer, and it's as simple as to just clicking a link, and they can terrify them to this.
So what
level.
advice, Rocky? What advice would you give to other kids listening to this?
So just basically, if you get a message from one of these Blue Whale Challenge people, they're most likely going to be called Jonathan Galindo or Delingo. Okay. Anyway, I just advise you to not click any links and just instantly show your mum what he tells you to do. So, like, play him on, but don't click the link so that he doesn't get your addresses and all that.
And don't be scared.
And don't be scared of these people, because they're not going to actually do anything, as I've realised now. But if they do tell you to, like, cut your arms or hurt yourself, like, they told me to draw a whale onto my arm that time after I said what's next. He also told me, like, he was going to kill my mum, so this is when I blocked him again, and his account just went poof and disappeared, banned. So I advise you to tell your mum or dad,
Anybody,
just anyone, like your grandparents, just the first person you're with, just go, oh, look at this, and then block them after. I'd advise making your account private so that they have to go into requests, which would be a good idea. And please, any parents who are listening to this, sit them down and show them this, because it's very dangerous out there. So, thank you.
So Mum, does this mean there'll be a restriction on internet use late at night, particularly?
Well, basically, there's no internet now. There's
Right.
no Instagram. There's no Fortnite. I was explaining a story to my friend. 3 years ago, I had a little bar in Benidorm, and a family came, the mum, the dad and the son. And she said, "Hi, you Victoria?" And I said, "Yeah." And I had done a television programme, so loads of people had came looking for me. So I said, "Yeah, that's right." And she said, "Okay, speak to Victoria." And this little 10-year-old son explained that he'd been playing Fortnite, the famous game, with my son. And he was from London. So she said, "Oh, thank God, everything's okay." We were expecting to turn up to Rocky, this 50-year-old tattooed muscle guy. So she
okay.
said, "Thank God he's real."
Well, absolutely. I mean, this could actually happen, of course.
Well, 3 years ago, he was talking to a stranger. This kid was a stranger in London. He told him our address. He said, "We live in Spain and we have a pub in Spain." And he said, "I'm coming on holiday to Spain." Anyway, his mummy said, "Oh, Spain's a big place." They've ended up communicating. It's in Benidorm, and they came and found us. They were strangers,
Yeah.
and that was then.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to explain to him, that was nice, that story.
You
But it's
you were
no
lucky.
nice.
Yeah.
And here we are, years later, with the same scenario where it's a stranger, somebody's message gone, "Hi, Rocky wants to be a music producer." So somebody's clicked on his thing, "You look cool," blah, blah, blah. He's loving it. He's up for it to talk.
Of course,
Because
yeah.
he thinks it's something that will be good for him. Clearly, no. Clicking the link. This is what we want everybody to be aware. I've said, like, just sit them down and chat to them. Have a look at their web history. Have a look what they're talking, who they're talking to. You know, like this fortnight they play in like group games. So the people strangers. I didn't know. Because he's going, "This guy this and this guy that." And I'm going, "What guy?" "This guy's in America and this guy's here." And so strangers, how do they all get to be in this all together? How do they connect to you? So that's what we just want to, we want to just make everybody really aware. And the more people that know this and talk to their grandchildren and talk to their taxi driver and the neighbours, as soon as any kid sees this, they'll say, "Oh, my mummy told me that story, this little boy," and they don't click on it. And that's what I want to hopefully achieve, that everybody is aware. This is resurfaced, this challenge, and I think it's because it's summer holidays from school. The kiddies are all at home. We've all had lockdown.
Absolutely, yeah. The last 3 months have been...
And I was explaining that as well. I mean, everybody's the same. We all love a bit of peace and quiet. We've been in lockdown and everybody's financially worried about things. And if your kid's away for an hour playing the computer, it's great because you have peace and
Bit of a
quiet.
break, yeah.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
So we don't know what they're doing. We don't know who they're talking to. We don't know who's there.
So keep an eye,
Please,
be vigilant.
please.
Yeah, there's one
Any
thing.
last words, Rocky?
Yes, please. So if these people do follow you and they follow your account, go hang about and show your mum or dad or just anyone closest to you, because they will have a blue tick next to their name, meaning they're verified on Instagram. So you think they're famous, but they're mostly famous for trying to hurt you.
Right.
So just show your mum and dad if they send you a message. Just leave them on unseen and block them.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in and telling us what's happened.
Thank you so much for
Hopefully
having us.
we can raise some awareness about the
Yeah.
whole thing.
And thank you everybody at Bay Radio. It's been amazing, the awareness that you have helped for us to put this across and know how far it covers.
That's what we're here
So
for.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you
so
very much.
Good luck. Bye.